Hello ladies, I'm going to walk you through how to use the EN Signature skincare products during a facial treatment. And I'll be using all the steps, the cleanser, the exfoliant, the mask, and explaining what each product does and how to use it. That way, by the time you're finished with the facial, the client is more educated about the products and may possibly want to purchase everything that you used on them. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. I always start by putting a little bit of lavender oil, essential oil, and letting the client take 3 deep breaths to prep them and get them relaxed. Take a deep breath. Then I place my hands on their décolleté so they can feel my touch. Move it to the shoulders. Give them a little head massage. Then we put headband or a head wrap. And prior to starting with a facial, I always make sure that I talk to the client about what their skin concerns are, what is the goal that they're trying to achieve with their skin, so that way I know which products to use and what treatment will follow. Okay, so we've already discussed that with my client here. So she has a few breakouts, some skin discoloration, a little bit of T-zone oily, dry around the eye area and the cheeks. So she has combination skin. Our products are designed for all skin types. They can be even used on babies. They're very gentle. So we're gonna focus on exfoliation, especially around the cheek area where she has some buildup of dead skin cells. And then we're going to use a clay mask to absorb excess oils, shrink her pores, pull up all the impurities from the acne that she has to the surface. Okay, so we're gonna start out by cleansing her face first. I always like to use a little steam, so we're gonna turn the steamer on to loosen up the dead skin cells, open up the pores. So we're starting out with the Oxygen Rejuvenating Cleanser. This cleanser has green tea ginseng, which really calms the skin, soothes any kind of redness or irritation. It's like an antiseptic too. So I took out a pump. Get it all over your hands. Start application of the cleanser. going to use our 100% microfiber mitts to remove the cleanser. Do second application of the cleanser. Double cleansing is very important, as you all should know. The first application of the cleanser takes care of dirt, sweat, makeup. The second application of the cleanser really gets deep down to the skin and loosens up the dead skin cells and gets the rest off whatever might have been stuck on the skin and didn't come off with the first cleanser application. Now we're going to exfoliate, and this is what we recommend for our clients, is to exfoliate every other night. Exfoliation is very important. It smooths out fine lines, gets rid of hyperpigmentation, but most importantly, it removes the dead skin cell buildup that we accumulate throughout the day. So nighttime is the best time to exfoliate. After you cleanse, this is our papaya enzyme polish. So it has tiny little microscopic beads. It's textured. The beads are made out of sugar. So as you're scrubbing the face, they're melting, so they can't scratch your skin. They're very gentle. The two main ingredients in here that actually really dissolve the dead skin cells are the two enzymes that come from papaya. One is called papain, the other one is called protease. So these enzymes dissolve the dead skin cells, so no need to do any vigorous scrubbing on the face. You just want to disperse it on the skin. Do a little bit of scrubbing or circular motion on the areas that feel rough, or wherever you have a little bit of breakouts or fine lines or just dullness overall. Other than that, after it's applied to the skin, you just want to leave it on for about 2 minutes. And that's what you tell your clients too. They want to leave it on for 2 to 3 minutes at home before rinsing the papaya enzyme polish off. So I'm going to focus for this client here on the cheeks. That's where she has some rough patches of dead skin cells, a little bit of breakouts. And her forehead. And now we're going to leave it on for a couple of minutes. by the way, these face mitts are amazing for anyone to have at home. You don't necessarily need two, you can just have one. And when you're washing your face, it removes your cleanser with so much ease instead of splashing your face with water if you're washing it by the sink. You just get this mitt wet and do what I'm doing. And that's how you show your clients how to use this, is getting it wet and wiping off the cleanser. It's also exfoliating on its own. Once you're done with the mitt, let's say you're using it at home, you just rinse it and hang it to dry. And it's made out of antibacterial microfiber, so no bacteria can grow on it, or mold. And once a week you can throw it in to wash with the rest of your white clothes. This is a warm to hot towel. I'm gonna do this as the last step to really open up the pores in case we need to do any extractions. Going to analyze the skin. So at this time, I see that the client has obviously a few build-up pores, clogged, her chin area too. So I would do a few extractions first. Her nose is not too bad, a few little blackheads. Check the elasticity, the hydration level of her skin. She's pretty hydrated. And to know, if you squeeze the skin like that, like you pinch it a little bit, if you see a lot of tiny little fine lines appearing, that usually means the skin is dehydrated. And if it, when you let go, if it doesn't spring back, that's another way to tell that it's dehydrated and maybe even dry. Her skin, when I let go, springs back, goes back to the way it was right away. And when I do this, I don't see any fine lines appearing. So she's pretty hydrated, definitely not dry, not lacking oil. So I'm gonna use a tiny little lancet. It's a very, very thin needle. You can buy it at any grocery store. It's usually in the section where they sell needles for diabetic people to check their blood sugar. I'm gonna use my gloves since we're gonna use the tiny little lancet. She didn't cut the cream yet. She's coming today.
Yeah, 6:30.
Now we're going to use a little bit of toner to clean her skin, right where we did the extractions. And it's time for a mask. I'm going to use a clay mask on her because her skin is more on the oily side, combination side. So what the clay mask does is it has alpha hydroxy acids, so it really dissolves, again, any kind of buildup in the pores. And then it has kaolin and bentonite clays. These two clays used to be used years ago on snake bite victims to pull out the venom from the skin, so it's really strong. When it dries, the skin gets really tight, but that's good because it shrinks your pores, and as it's shrinking the pores, it's pulling out excess oils and any kind of dirt and debris from the pores. If she was dry, let's say, I would be using our hydrating papaya enzyme glow mask and pumpkin mask to add hydration to her skin. If it was like aging skin, for example, dull, or if she had a lot of breakouts, we could use the complexion restorative mask. However, I'm choosing to use the alpha hydroxy clay mask on her. That's a great mask to use for any skin type once a week, actually. If a client decides to purchase it, it's a great mask to have at home. It's like a mini facial at home because it just cleanses your skin so deeply. And it shrinks your pores. It also removes any buildup from wearing makeup. So this clay mask is also so good for clients that not only have buildup of, acne or just dullness in their skin, enlarged pores, excess oils. It's great for someone that wears makeup on a daily basis because it pulls out the buildup of makeup. And you will see when we remove the mask, her skin is going to look so much brighter. It's something awesome to see. Every time I do this mask, I feel like I'm geisha. I'm just so white because I wear makeup on a daily basis. So there's definitely some buildup of makeup. And when I do the mask, all that buildup comes out and my skin is clear as can be, a clear canvas. And then your products get absorbed so much better too. So we're going to go ahead and apply this mask. What I like to do first is apply a little bit of toner. So it goes on damp skin. It spreads much easier. gonna leave this mask on for about 5 to 10 minutes even, because we want to make sure that it dries. When it's dry, that's how you know it's ready to be taken off. And the only way to take it off is using cool water. Never use hot water, because clay mask just helped shrinking your pores, closing your pores. And if you use hot water, it's going to reopen them. So you always want to make sure you use cool or cold water on a towel. So while my client is here relaxing, I'm gonna do a little décolleté shoulder massage and scalp massage. This is a nice lymph drainage massage, so it helps with like people that have puffiness in their under their eyes or all over the face, neck. I don't know about you, but every time I do a facial, it's like my meditation as well. I get very relaxed with each client. hairs to go. So the mask is almost dry. We're about to remove it. Our client here has ticklish ears. We are now using a cool towel, wet towel. It's still a little warm, slightly. So I'm just going to cool it off until it feels kind of cold. So for every client, the facial is almost pretty much the same as far as cleansing goes. You always want to double cleanse, you want to exfoliate, and then assess the skin, do some extractions if needed, and then you choose the right type of mask. If the client has dry skin, aging skin, you want to use more hydrating masks, like our papaya and pumpkin enzyme mask. If a client has a lot of active breakouts and it's red and inflamed, you use the complexion restorative mask or the clay mask, the alpha hydroxy clay mask. If the skin is pretty normal, you can use your judgment. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll use the clay mask first to pull out any makeup buildup, excess oils, to shrink the pores. And then after that mask, the pores now are so clean that they will absorb any product much better. I will do a hydrating mask to infuse the skin with hydration so it doesn't dry out the skin. If someone had normal skin or combination. In this case, she was more oily and then slightly dry here. So we're just going to use a very good moisturizer and serum on her. As you can see, her skin looks so much brighter. It's so much brighter, lighter in shade, lighter in color. Her pores look very small now and tight. How does it feel? Good. So we're going to apply a little bit of toner. I'm going to apply our medical grade Korean skincare line serum. This is the firming serum. It has collagen, it has hyaluronic acid, niacinamide. It brightens the skin, firms the skin, and gives you an instant lift. Serums are always applied before applying moisturizer, after cleansing your skin. And if you don't have a toner, that's what I usually tell clients. You should get one because it's important to tone the skin before you apply your serum. Or if you don't have a toner, just make sure your skin is damp after cleansing. Don't dry it with a towel. Leave it damp, apply the serum first, and then you want to apply your moisturizer on top of the serum. Serums always go first because they're much thinner. they're more liquidy. The molecule of serum is much smaller. So if you were to put moisturizer first and then put serum, the serum is not going to penetrate into the skin. So we just apply the firming serum, brightening serum. Always do a little tippoment massage. That helps for the serum to absorb better, and it also stimulates nerve endings. Increases blood flow to the surface, bringing oxygen to the skin. Okay, and now we're going to apply our restorative marine rescue cream. So this cream has collagen, vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin C, and it also has red algae from the shores of Hawaii, which really helps to balance out the pH of the skin. And people with rosacea or any kind of redness in their skin, it balances that out as well. It's water-based, it's for all skin types. It doesn't feel greasy. And it can be used morning and night. Our clients absolutely love this moisturizer. Once you put it on, it just gives your skin this velvety feel to it. Because like I said, it's all water-based. The molecule of water is so tiny, so it gets absorbed into the skin very quickly. Tickle the client. Make sure you tickle the client. Just kidding. Okay, we are finished. We're just going to apply our lip balm, and that's it. And sunscreen, of course. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us, or we can do a Zoom meeting and I can go over any steps or any protocols or procedures or any questions that you may have. Thank you so much for watching. Stay hydrated.